Iraqi Dinar Guru Opinions, July 25, 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com blog and become our supporter on Patreon. Iraqi Dinar Guru Opinions Predictions, July 25, 2025. Intel Guru Frank 26. I feel they're ready. I feel they're primed. I feel they're less than 2% compliance, exactly like the line item in their budget required in order for them to open it. I believe Trump is not playing any more games. Enough is enough. July 25, 2025. Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z, via PDK, article. Kurdistan Finances announces the receipt of the salaries of the region's employees. For the month of May, we now know it has officially happened and the money is where it needs to be. This is a major breakthrough. July 25, 2025. Intel Guru Bruce, via Wiser Now. We did get word out of the rock that the new rate did come out. Don't know what it is, but I know that the contract rate for the dinar was continuing to go up into that range that we wanted to see it in. We do believe the RV is going to take place here in the next couple days, so we see where it is when we get to Redemption Center. That'll be kind of a fun surprise. July 25, 2025. Newshound, Intel Guru MNT Goat article. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has issued a brief explainer on Iraq's exchange rate arrangement. This is a very long article by the IMF. It is very good news from the IMF and in fact shows us that the IQD may sooner than later be international. July 24, 2025. Intel Guru Frank 26. All of the bank stories have evolved from the very beginning of last year. It's a scam. They've evolved to the point of devastatingly good. Reply to bank story with Chase. They treated you with respect. They didn't say it was a scam. They told you they're getting ready. They don't know when, it's no secret. Everybody knows, it's all over the place. July 24, 2025. Newshound Guru Claire article. Iraq is approaching Trump's table and is no longer in the hands of the U.S. Under-Secretary of State. Quote, an Iraqi expert said that the U.S. Secretary of State's called today with Prime Minister Mohammed al-Sudani regarding the Popular Mobilization Forces and Kurdistan's salaries indicates that Iraq is no longer a secondary issue in the hands of the deputy minister or a lower-level official. It is likely to become a clear priority for President Trump himself, following changes affecting the region's economy, oil, and security. July 24, 2025. Newshound, Intel Guru Walking Stick, Iraqi banking friend Aki update, Walking Stick. Question, do you have the new exchange rate? Aki. No, I don't see the new exchange rate yet, but my boss has it in Iraq. I will receive it when it's time for me to get it. Walking Stick. They're talking an awful lot about the exchange rate. Aki. Yes, we talk about it a lot here too. We believe it may come out between $2 and $3. July 24, 2025. Newshound Guru Sandy Ingram. If BlackRock were to publicly support or encourage Iraq to revalue its currency, the Iraqi dinar, it could have some pretty significant ripple effect. While BlackRock itself doesn't have any formal authority over a sovereign nation's currency policy, its global influence as the world's largest asset manager, $11 trillion, means such a statement would carry enormous weight in financial markets. Markets would likely interpret BlackRock's position as a signal that Iraq's economy is stabilizing or that major investors expect future growth. This could spark a surge in demand for the dinar, especially among speculative investors who are hoping to profit from a revaluation. If BlackRock backed a dinar revaluation, it wouldn't directly cause it, but it would likely accelerate the conversation, impact global investor sentiment and put political and economic pressure on Baghdad to act. July 24, 2025. Newshound, Intel Guru FNULNU article. The Iraqi cabinet, headed by Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani, held an emergency session on Thursday and issued a series of binding decisions regarding oil production and financial coordination with the Kurdistan Regional Government, KRG. The HCL gets a few inches closer to the finish line. Positive news for us, as many believe the HCL is some sort of linchpin for the RV. Personally, I do not subscribe to such a conflation. July 24, 2025. Intel Guru Frank 26. It used to be the Iraqi dinar reform was in the hand of the Iranian politicians, and that made me sick to my stomach. The gap between the market rate. July 24, 2025. Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z, via PDK. The rate has not changed yet. The official rate is still around $1,300 to $1 USD. Most of my sources still believe the rate will be around $3.80 to $4. We will see. July 24, 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article. Kurdistan Finance announces receipt of salaries of the region's employees for the month of May. July 24, 2025 Newshound Guru Militiaman. The development road project is probably going to win the day because they've already invested billions of dollars to get this going. July 24, 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru Walkingstick. An article is saying that on a daily basis they are moving at least 30 pips, fractional movements, per day of their exchange rate to close the gap between the dollar and the IQD to reach a 1-to-1 that would put them in a position to float internationally in a basket for the rear. July 24, 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. The television is showing they're putting 68 Delane, RU machines in Basra and Mosul. These are supposed to be able to count and sort and pick up counterfeit. This will help the efficiency of our monetary reform and also control those banks that are still against the monetary reform. Frank. Emo. These machines have the same software that the ATMs have in order to recognize the new monetary future of Iraq. July 24, 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article. Government advisor. 4 reasons behind the decline of the parallel dollar against the strength of the dinar. Quote. The Prime Minister's financial advisor, Mazhar Mohammad Saleh, pointed out, the parallel exchange rate's creep towards the official rate are due to 4 main reasons: the complete legal prohibition on the dollarization of domestic transactions, the end of the central bank's window since the beginning of this year, the entry of small importers into the official financing network. July 24, 2025 Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z, via PDK. My gut says we are almost done. So many of my sources are now looking at the week of the 28th. I am hopeful and trying not to get too excited. July 24, 2025 Intel Guru Bruce, via Wiser Now. We have heard 2 different time frames, both to the back wall of Monday the 28th of July, this coming Monday. However, one piece of intel, fair, strong sources saying Wednesday, Thursday, for notifications and exchanges. Another good source is saying Thursday, Friday. I think we're looking pretty good for you guys to get notifications and exchange starting Thursday, the 24th. We do believe the RV is going to take place here in the next couple days. I'm excited. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com blog and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: IraqiDinarChat.net